G'day everyone, welcome back to Aussie Starcraft as we bring you some more 1v1 Heart of the Swarm action. The bottom left hand corner is our red Terran player, it is Miszu, and in the top right hand corner as our red Protoss player it is Stardust from Team My Insanity. Now I think people got to know Stardust quite well last year as he put in some great performance at DreamHack. I think he placed top 3 in one of the dream hacks. I think it was Valencia, and actually managed to win DreamHack Summer. So great year for Stardust, and certainly a very fun Protoss player to watch. Certainly one of my favourites. Love Stardust and Hero, two of my favourite Protoss players of all time. So very keen to see what they pull out here. The map is Yeonsu, and a great map for PvT. We've seen some great Protoss vs Terran games on Yeonsu lately. It's one of my favourite maps from the map pool last season. Just a lot of cool dynamics in it, and it's fun. It's interesting to see how it plays out in each of the different matchups. So certainly one of my favourite maps at the moment. New flood of maps into the map pool for season 1 of 2014. So we'll see if it retains its favourite map status or if it's voted off the island by some of the new and shiny maps. Blizzard have tried to lure me in with some high yield maps. They're always fun for the different kind of shenanigans you can pull in the high yields, but we'll see. Yeonsu is certainly one of my favourite maps to cast at this point in time. Looks like Stardust's actually sneaking this probe over here. We'll see if this is some sort of devious proxy. It could well be a proxy Stargate. This would be a very tidy location to hide a Stargate, and Miszu actually going for his CC first, so very greedy opening from Miszu. We'll see how that plays out for him. Stardust looks like we are going to see a proxy Stargate. 2 gateways already underway. Two gateways, 2 assimilators already up, gateway in play, and I imagine we'll see the cyber core thrown down now. So potentially we're going to actually see a Stargate here in the next door. From memory, cyber core is about a minute. Yep, 50 seconds, and then a similar 50 seconds for the Oracle can be chrono boost out. So we could potentially be seeing this this Oracle in play in less than a minute and a half. So it'll be interesting to see how Miszu responds. He has got the CC down, it's almost complete, which is going to be a great macro advantage for him, but the barracks are only just finishing up now, so it'll be a real race against the clock to see how many Marines Miszu can get out in time to stop this. He is going to need 3 Marines to hold this off safely, or an engineering bay for a missile turret, but the engineering bay's likely going to be too little too late. We have Miszu scouting now. You can see, for those of you who aren't aware, how much gas is mined by clicking on those. So Miszu likely trying to put the pieces together, knows that gas is being mined, can't see any gas intense structures or units, no units at all on the field for Stardust, and I would imagine Miszu knows that this is a high possibility. Going to scout out for an expansion, sees that's not there either, and I think he's going to make his way down to the Stargate, but it will be too little too late. It's all up for these Marines. You can see Miszu rallying them down to his command center. He knows what's up. A bunker actually going to be in play as well. Nice choice from Miszu. He's going to have this in play just in time for this Oracle, so very nice choice from Miszu. Won't be able to pull his orbital command down to the low ground for the time being, but certainly going to be able to power ahead on these 2 command centers. So great choice from Miszu there. It looks like he's actually going to be in an excellent position. Plenty of barracks going full steam. We have 3 barracks here. The Oracle's going to fly straight into that bunker and get a rude surprise. 2 of these Marines are going to get cleaned up, and just that looks so unfair. The poor laser beam Marines die so fast to it. But, oh well, as a Protoss player, I gotta tell you, I love the addition of the Oracle in Heart of the Swarm. Certainly one of the fun units. It's not as if Protoss didn't already have enough mineral line harass units, but certainly makes for a lot of fun, particularly after they boosted the speed on them at the in the patch before last. So yeah. Looks like Stardust actually going to commit quite heavily. He's throwing down another 3 gateways and Blink Tech as well. So obviously knows he's seen the amount of Marines in play. Know that Blink's going to be a serious asset to him as he goes up against these vanilla Marines. No tech lab yet, so Stim's still a good 3 minutes away. And particularly if Blink's chrono boosted out, this could be 1 base Blink Stalker play out of Stardust. he's likely going to have to commit to this attack fairly heavily, as Miszu is already in just such a dominant economic position. If we check out the resource, we can see it's almost 1,000 to 700, and the fact that we have 2 command centers able to power SCVs is even making up for the workers that are being chrono boost on Stardust's side. So this economy is just going to consistently power forward for Miszu. We have 2 Marauders in play. These Stalkers are coming, but Miszu, great game sense. It has the second bunker coming up now. These Marauders going to be just a little bit too slow. Got to be careful not to be supply blocked here. These Marines can die so fast. This Oracle makes a very potent addition to this attack. Look, that supply depot did go down, but luckily Miszu prepared for that. Has some surplus supply. We've got these Blink Stalkers, and unfortunately for Miszu, he doesn't realise Blink's almost off. We're 20 seconds from Blink. It is being chrono boost out, so in the next 10 or 12 seconds we are going to see these Stalkers blinking right up into the main. Miszu should be able to see these and know something's up. He's sitting at the rear. I think it's going to be... He's going to have sat there for just a little bit too long. Will he be... Oh, and up come the Blink Stalkers. We actually had Concussive Shell, so great choice from Miszu, actually getting that upgrade first, which is so very rare. This Oracle does finally go down to the Marines. We have SCVs being pulled off the line. They're all that stands between these Stalkers and certain victory. Stalkers just barreling up the main ramp towards the bunker, but we have Marauders with Marauder slow piling to those bunkers. The SCVs come for the repair, but it's too late. The bunker does go down. Plenty of Marauders are now here. These poor Stalkers getting slowed and picked off by the consistent stream of Marauders from Miszu. So it is Stardust done a great job of putting the pressure on Miszu. Miszu had that economic advantage, but unfortunately hasn't actually been able to get out of his base to exploit it. So we'll see just what Miszu makes of this. Stardust certainly continuing to be very aggressive. Surprised that Stardust isn't expanding behind this. Stardust could actually quite safely grab a base now and just hold Miszu in his, particularly if he pops out a mothership core for the inevitable counterattack. This Marauder army, though, quite scary, is growing by 2 Marauders every 40 seconds, so it's actually going to get quite terrifying. We may see a Widow Mine or 2 come out of this factory, which would be a nice little addition. They do one-hit the Stalkers, so that would add quite a bit of well, not DPS, but sort of the instant damage that you're wanting to really blunt the force of that Blink Stalker attack. As a Widow Mine one-shotting a Stalker, it's not like the tricky little back and forward kiting that you get to try and mitigate some of the damage that the Terran units normally do. I have a Stargate coming down now. The Medevac's going to be very useful. Stimpack almost halfway done, and that Stimpack will signal the end, well, possibly the end of the efficiency of this attack. Though Stardust showing no signs of desiring to expand, just continuing to chrono boost his warp gates and produce Stalkers like there's no tomorrow. No actual upgrades other than the Blink and the Warp Gate and the Concussive Shells for Miszu. It's really been too low an economic game to be able to afford those. Actually have the factory swapping out, so I thought the reactor was going to be for some Widow Mines, but it's going to be for a pair of Medevacs. And we've actually got Miszu scouting out with this factory, so that's a pretty interesting choice there. He could do a lot of different things with it. Could just scout with it. Could potentially land it here to delay a second. Could land it somewhere and build a Widow Mine and use that to shoot the worker that goes down to build a base. Lots of options there. The roaming factories can be used for far more than just scouting. At Stardust, just crazy gateway warp-ins here. How many Stalkers are we actually? We're actually up to 24 Stalkers. It's 16 Marauders and 12 Marines. So there's a interesting one base versus one base. You're not often saying that at the 13-minute mark, particularly when a player went command center first. So there's a very tight little game between these two players. But this Terran force now that's got Stimpack and Medevac is going to be quite terrifying. Medevacs are going to sit here though. I thought we may see a drop move out somewhere, and there is a drop swinging around the back. There's not any units warped in. Are these warp gates off cooldown, or no? They're still cooling down. This warping could do a lot of damage. Big stim from these Marauders. How much damage will they do? Chronoboost actually going down on... Was that on the next? No, going down on the gateways. Chrono boost them off cooldown as quickly as possible. Where are these units being warped in? It looks like Stardust just going straight for the counterattack. He's committing here. the medevac's going to do a lot for Miszu in this engagement. Going to be healing all these marauders. The Marines and the SCVs doing a marvelous job tanking as Miszu just plows straight through Stardust unit. So Miszu actually able to take a game off Stardust. So excellent play from Miszu. We haven't heard a lot about Miszu in the past. There's actually nothing on Liquipedia about him. But if there's the caliber of play he's bringing to the table, look forward to seeing more from Miszu in 2014. So hope you guys enjoyed it. It was a nice little PV1 based PvT on Yeonsu. Hope you're enjoying your time on Aussie Starcraft. If you haven't subscribed, by all means guys, please sign up to the channel. Would love to see you here in the future, and we'll catch you all in the next cast.